Because I want to actually read through some of the comments on the recent video, man. A lot of people have interesting thoughts on Dragonflight so far. And by interesting, I mean the most jaded shit I've ever read in my life, man. Some of these comments. Like, some people are treating fucking WoW these days like it's a goddamn, like some kind of
figure.
Yeah. They're trying to, like, treat it like a fucking political figure that they're trying to cancel, you know? It's just crazy, man. Like, people are not being rational at all, in my opinion, when it comes to, this expansion, dude. People just want to believe that it's over, you know? WoW's dead, that's it, blah, 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 you know? Nothing will bring me back, you know? Like, they won't even admit that the talent trees, that the talent trees are an improvement or whatever, you know? The thing is with WoW, right? It's like, I used to be in a place where I got so fucking jaded with WoW towards the end. This was like at the beginning of Battle for Azeroth, where like I give the game another shot. I was like, you know what, new expansion, new beginning, let's give it a try, you know? This was like 3.5 years ago now. So I tried out BFA and I was like, man, this is shit. I was like, dude, island expeditions fucking suck. Warfronts are trash. Fuck. Like, actually, I power leveled my warlock so quickly that expansion. I power leveled my Shadow Priest super fast that expansion, and I got like halfway to max level with my Death Knight. And then I played like a week of endgame, and I was like, dude, this is fucking awful. Like, I'm gone, man. I'm gone. So I paid money to just grind for like 3 weeks, and then quit the game, you know? It was like, man, I made a mistake. At least I didn't pay 2 months sub, you know? But yeah, I got the hell out of there, and it's like I haven't even looked at WoW besides Classic, which I played for like a month and a half, which was like 3 years ago. And I just haven't looked at WoW at all, man. I haven't looked at retail WoW since. I just paid no fucking attention to it. I was just playing other games. I was just doing other stuff, you know? And that was what was different for me on this occasion, because it was like before when I say, oh, I'm quitting WoW. Fuck this, man. This is it. I'm out, man. Blizzard have really done it now with garrisons, you know? I'm out of here. It was always a decision, right? To not play the game. You know what I mean? It was always a decision, something that I had to like think about and consider. Whereas with BFA, it was like, man, I just want to play other games. And it was actually, the same thing happened in Classic as well. I played Classic for like a month and a half or so. And then I realized one day, like, whoa, I haven't logged into Classic in like 3 weeks. And I've just been playing other video games, or been like really busy with work or whatever. I haven't even thought about it. I don't know what the fuck state the guild is in, and I like totally forgot about it. I was just gone, you know? I was like, fuck, I guess I just should cancel my sub, you know? I guess I'm just not playing WoW now. Like, it wasn't actually a decision, you know? It just sort of fucking happened, and yeah, like, I wasn't going out of my way to ignore the game for the past 3 years. I paid as much attention to the game as I do, you know, the political landscape in Uruguay, you know? Like, it just didn't register at all. And so looking into Dragonflight recently, I feel like I'm in more of a unique position, I guess, to look at things and try to judge them objectively, you know? Like the new features that have been revealed so far and stuff like that. If you've played Shadowlands, I feel like there's a way bigger probability that you're just reacting negatively to everything, or you're refusing to see the good in the things that have been revealed about Dragonflight so far. Now, obviously, we've only seen like, what, 5% of the expansion? And like, no endgame. From what we've seen so far, it just looks alright, man. It looks alright, you know? Like, people are getting extremely fucking defensive about it. And I watched the asmongold video earlier on, man, where he was talking about people reacting very, very negatively towards him being positive about the game. You know, he was being positive about the game, saying, oh wow, okay, like these new talents look good. The dragon riding, you know, it's not a huge feature, but it's something and it does look good. The zones are looking fine, you know, have that nostalgic feel, blah, 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 blah. And like, people are raging at asmongold, and he was just saying like, dude, it's almost like people have got it in their heads that they were right to quit the game. And rather than getting angry with them, everyone who quit the game in Shadowlands or before could well have made Dragonflight a way better expansion as a result, because it's the people who stopped playing, myself included, you know. I was like, yeah, that's me, I'm one of them, you know, I'm one of these people asmongold's talking about. Everybody who stopped playing the game through Shadowlands or through BFA lit a fire into Blizzard's ass, you know. That's what asmongold was saying, and I totally agree, man. We know for a fact, right, pretty much, that the WoW subscriber numbers are really, really bad right now. And if this is just another crappy expansion that grinds the hell out of people, I mean, it's just fucked, and everyone will stop playing within a month again, because we've seen this shit happen. It's like, what? Like, if the game turns out to be bad and endgame's gonna suck, just stop paying the subscription fee, you know what I mean? Like, Like, that would be devastating to Blizzard if, like, 90% of players who pick up the fucking new expansion are gone within 30 days. You know, because they get to endgame, play a couple of weeks and like, whoa, this feels familiar. I'm not even saying, by the way, go ahead and just buy the game and try it, you know? I'm not even saying that, you know? By all means, watch other people try it, you know? That's what I'll be doing if I've got doubts, man. If I've got doubts, man, and things like, we get more information during alpha or the beta comes out and there's more shit unlocked or some new crazy system is introduced, you know? Or there's something in PvP that I really don't fucking like, you know? Man, I'm gone. That's actually the fucking culture and the community sentiment and style of play that should be pervasive through all fucking MMOs, man. It should be, look, man, you're not enjoying the game right now? Cancel your fucking sub, right? You're bored, just cancel your sub and play something else, dude. Yeah. Like, it's really simple. Like, what are you wasting your time for, man? Raging at the developers when the best thing you can do is cancel your sub and then they look at their fucking analytics and their data through the summer of 2022, for example, and think, oh, fucking hell. Like, we've let this patch sit for too long. You know, this arena season's gone on for way too long. Look, like, half the player base is gone, man. They're all playing Lost Ark or whatever, you know? Like, that's what it should be, man. But yeah, I think the TLDR is, man, people are just fucking jaded as hell, and they probably should be, you know, with WoW at this point. Like, again, for me, it was kind of astounding to read the comments to the video that I did, well, like the stream highlight that I uploaded to YouTube, actually talking about my thoughts on Dragonflight so far, because I was like, okay, man, it's going to be a mixed bag, you know. Generally speaking, I thought maybe like 60% cautiously optimistic comments. It was more like 30% cautiously optimistic comments, man. People are just fucking pissed, dude. And of course they should be. And I'm just not feeling that as much because, again, I was away from the game for so long. So me coming back to the game now, it's like, dude, I already know how quickly and easily I can just forget about the game now if it's no good, you know? Like, this is the first chance I'm giving it in like 3.5 years. Actually, by the time Dragonflight releases, it'll be 4 years since I've played retail, you know? This is my goddamn hot take, man. I think if you get emotionally charged about fucking Dragonflight and you've got like a really... I don't care if you're on the hype train or you're on the opposite side and you're pissed off as fuck and you're an extremely negative comment or whatever. I think you're actually just fucking addicted to the game. And you can say all you want is, oh no, it's just because I care about the game. I just care about the game, dude. No, you're addicted as fuck. Or you're an addict who's trying to go clean, and so you're like lashing out at the game and any kind of temptation. You don't want the game to be good because then it's going to tempt your ass to come back, man. And how many people have you told that you were quitting, dude? How many people have you told that you were quitting? And what are you going to do if Dragonflight's good? You'll be back in the fucking game, man. That's how it goes. So you're determined to not like it at that point. And I think that's what it is for a lot of people. Not everybody. Yeah. But for a lot of fucking people, man. Even just fucking saying that is going to piss people off, you know? Well, it'll piss some people off, you know? It doesn't matter, dude. I think it's the truth. How do I know that? Because I used to be one of them sweaties, man. I used to be one of those people who was like mega fucking anti-WoW, and then what happened? BFA came out, and I got suckered in again, man. Oh, it's gonna be different this time, BFA is gonna be great. And then it was shit again, and I was pissed, and my resentment was magnified. So I can only imagine what it's like now for these fucking suckers who played through BFA, and then got suckered in again for Shadowlands, and got fucked again. And now they're seeing Dragonflight, they're like, meh. Like, they're ultra goblinified right now, you know? They're ultra gremlinified.
It's going to be really interesting when you play through Shadowlands, because you have to before you get Dragonflight. So it'll be really interesting to see what you think of Shadowlands from like a non-jaded perspective and a fresh view.
Oh, you know? God. A 2022 Shadowlands review.
Yeah.
But hey, man, I'm going to read some of these comments here, man, on the goddamn video that I did. Just talking about what I like so far about Dragonflight and things that I'm not sure about. Smiling Bear, this is the most liked comment, actually, dude. I'll be honest, your videos were what got me into WoW in the first place. Your Warlock PvP videos are the reason. An Undead Destruction Warlock was the first character I ever made. I would love to see you get back into WoW. Maybe some good old-fashioned distro PvP. We need the wotlk back. Yeah, about this. There was a couple of comments like this. Oh man, I can't wait to get some fucking content from the Warlock god. And it's like, oh, no. yeah, about that, dude. First of all, I haven't played in 3.5 years. Right, that's the first thing.
You're not going to be the god anymore, are you? You're washed up now. Sorry.
Second of all, I'm washed up, Breck, right?
Yeah.
Third of all, I don't have time to be recording montage style content and big ass shit like that, let alone editing it. Okay, next comment, man, from Koizumi. I've gone through the same song and dance with Aeon while I was playing Final Fantasy XIV. Man, Aeon, that was supposed to be the WoW killer back in the day, you know? Didn't turn out that way, but I kept an eye on it like you are with WoW, and I felt that same excitement seeing the new fresh coat of paint, but I held my ground and decided not to participate because I've convinced myself that the Aeon I loved is gone. Okay, so he was doing the same thing with Aeon, basically. As months goes, so goes years. It got to a point where I was gone for so long, Aeon became too foreign for me to come back. Yeah, that's kind of a place where I'm at with WoW right now. It's like, I don't even know how any of the classes play. I really don't, man. That is when I knew officially, I officially left that game. It's the moment where you have to decide, will you continue to dip back and forth to WoW, or will you stay away and eventually be free of that game? I like this comment, until the end. Eventually be free of that game, as if implying that, like, I'm on a leash to the game still or something, you know what I mean? Like, as I explained a bit earlier on in the stream, I haven't even thought about retail for 3.5 years, man. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't even thought about the fucking game. Like, I remember you were playing Shadowlands in the other room, Soph. And like, I was busy working and stuff, and I didn't even come in to see the gameplay, actually.
No, you didn't, no.
I don't like. You actually told me today that your character's hair's changed to like one of the new custom hairstyles.
I think. Oh, well, yeah. I can't check because I logged in today, and my stupid character's got a helmet on, so I can't check.
You can't sign in unless you pay the sub.
I'm not going to pay a month just to log into my character unless I'm going to play it. I don't know yet.
But no, man. Like again, like I do actually appreciate comments like this because again, like if I was following somebody on YouTube and they were fucking like, oh man, should I go back to EverQuest, you know? And it's like, dude, I'd be like, I'd be thinking to myself, like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with this guy, you know? What is wrong with this guy, man? What's he talking about? Thinking about going back to this game that he quit years ago? You know, I don't even like that term, quit, actually. Or you quit the game, you quit the game. It's like, quit, again, implies that you were, like, hooked to begin with, whereas that just wasn't what happened with BFA. I was just apathetic, you know? I was just gone. I was like, man, fuck this. I got better shit to do, man. And didn't hear good things about Shadowlands, so I didn't hear good things about Shadowlands, so I didn't even look at it. And that was really it, you know? Which is why it's, I guess it's slightly different this time around, man, because I'm just hearing better things, and that's that, man. And it's just a fucking video game at the end of the day, so. See, this is what I'm talking about, though, man. I would shit bricks if the living legend Cobrak would return to make epic montages of warlock PvP. Like, I just don't have 12 hours a day, man, to smash Arathi base and go hunting for world PvP outside Stormwind anymore, you know? Umbraz, I've been following your channel for years, and I totally understand your decision regarding WoW. I also miss the time just chilling in BGs, not having to worry about anything else outside of that in-game. Yeah, that's true, man, because life changes as well, man, not just the game, you know? No matter what you decide, I hope you continue to have fun. Smiley face. Even though I've only ever been interested in your WoW content, I kinda enjoy watching your Final Fantasy videos too lately. Happy. I mean, that's cool, man.
Interesting.
Give the guy a little heart, man. I'm not expecting anything from this expansion, says Leviathan, so I will not be let down. I'll just buy it, play a cool dragon, have a bit of fun, then drop the game again a few months later after my fun has been had.
There you go.
Well, that's actually a pretty solid attitude to have, to be honest. You can't really argue with that, can you, you know? I tell you what, the only thing I'm actually not expecting to be good, but the only thing that I'm getting like little bits of wiggly hypeness about are the solo queue arenas. That's it. And I'm fully prepared to be disappointed. Oh, the talent trees are all good. Like they're fine, you know, like the better than what was there. Like, that's for sure. But the solo queue arenas are like the only thing that I'm they sound like exactly my playstyle, you know? They sound like exactly the kind of thing that I'd like to do. So I just hope that they fucking turn out, man. And if they turn out to be shit, then well, that sucks. But I'm trying not to mentally prepare myself to not let the entire success of the expansion hinge on them, because I was really excited about island expeditions and the PvP island expeditions in BFA. I played like one, and then I like uninstalled the game, you know. Unknown Character 14 says, right now I'm in the mindset of waiting 3 to 6 months after launch, or even wait until the end of Dragonflight expansion, yes, 2 years, to even try it out. This might sound petty, but if Blizzard is going to count me as a monthly active user, more than a player, then it would be the ones that don't matter. I know what he's saying, even if I don't quite understand the grammar towards the end there. I know what he's saying, I don't understand the sentiment. Honestly, again, I think that there's going to be a large minority of people who are going to do this. like not a shitload of people, but I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people who would normally pick up the expansion on launch day that instead are going to wait, like, he says 3 to 6 months, probably more like a month. I think waiting a month is about long enough, because then people have had around a week, where a week or two to play.
It's an outlook, sorry. It's a healthy outlook.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, if you're not sure, man, fucking hell. Like, it's not cheap, really, is it? Buy expansion on launch day, pay the monthly sub. And it's like, Christ, I've got to buy Shadowlands as well, man.
I've got to get Shadow. At least I've already got Shadowlands.
So it's like, dude, I'm waiting for that. That shit better go on sale, man.
It's gonna have to go on sale.
Fucking better go on sale. Because I'm paying full price for Shadowlands. No, honestly, I'd consider just not doing it, man, if that's the case.
Yeah, Wilford, we were talking about this the other day. Getting ready for BlizzCons. Like, we would order in pizza, we would order in, like, get snacks. We'd look forward to BlizzCon all year.
Yeah, dude. And it was like just 2 days of just no sleep. I'm just watching StarCraft tournaments at 4 in the morning. Don't have a fucking clue what's happening. I'm like, woo, Cyril! Go Cyril, you know? Like, I have no idea who this guy is. Like, it was good shit, man. BlizzCon was fucking amazing back in the day, dude. Now it's like, oh god, you're just kind of like praying throughout the whole thing. Don't say something stupid, man. Don't say something stupid, and make sure you apologize for that thing that happened, you know, a few months ago. Like, you guys don't have phones? Oh no. Dude, I was watching that shit live, man.
I turned it off. I couldn't. My toes were curling. Yeah,
like, people say cringe all the time these days, but that was genuine, actual, like, the definition of cringe, man.
Yeah.
Like, it was actually really uncomfortable to watch, man. Have you played Diablo Immortal? No, dude. No. Fuck that shit. Okay, they said they weren't going with any borrowed power and focusing on evergreen systems. That's talents and professions. I don't know what that means. What is borrowed power? Does anybody, can people enlighten me, man? Borrowed power equals legendaries, like, such as artifacts in Legion, etc. Okay. Borrowed power, stuff outside of your character that gives power. Okay, right, that makes sense. Borrowed power is when there's a system in the expansion where you are funneling resources into, for example, a piece of gear on your character to make it more powerful. Right. And then that power is all lost at the end of the expansion. So think artifact weapons.
I was going to say artifact weapons, not Azerite. Artifact weapons.
Yeah, like think artifact weapons here. Yeah. So you spend all that time grinding and pushing, make it as fucking powerful as possible, you know, really boost it up. And then it's all just fucking gone in the blink of an eye. And you actually lose abilities even. Destrolux used to have dimensional rifts castable from the artifact weapon in Legion. And I don't think those ever came back, right? I think those are actually gone from the game to this day. So that's borrowed power, man. Yeah, that fucking sucks. So they weren't going with any borrowed power, says Touch the Reaper. And focusing on evergreen systems. Alright, what do we got here, man? Spicy Grey. I mean, personally, I just play the game if it's good. For the past 4 expansions at least, Blizzard have shown how greedy they are and how little they care for the game. If they start making the game good again and stop trying to milk players for every penny, I have no problem with the game. Quick note on that, this is never going to stop happening, man. Blizzard will always milk the place. The thing is, right, if the expansion's good, nobody gives a fuck about a new store mount. Nobody cares. But if the game sucks, buy this $25 mount. Everyone is fucking harumphing so hard. It's like, goddamn, man, it's crazy. It's like the House of Commons during Brexit debates, you know? It's just crazy.
Well, because it's like, oh my god, so much effort's gone into this and not the actual game.
But the bigger problem is always going to be WoW token, man. Because Blizzard aren't fucking doing anything really significant that I can see to stop the boosting scene in WoW.
Well, they cannot take it away now. It's out there. They can't take it away.
It's soft pay to win, and they make $5 profit on every WoW token sold, and it's fucking GG. Like, that's it. It's never going to go away, man. So the game just has to be good in spite of having your udders squeezed by Blizzard. And that's really it, man. Spicy Grey goes on to say, I just hate people rewarding Blizzard for their greedy fucking behavior by pre-ordering, buying from in-game cash shop, and WoW token. As much as I hate Blizzard, it's these players keeping them in business. That's absolutely correct, man. Honestly, man, anybody who's played the entire expansion of, like, BFA and Shadowlands and is whinging about the game, it's like, dude, you're funding this shit. You know that, right? Like, again, like, I mentioned this earlier, but I watched an asmongold video, and he was talking about this. It's like, he was extending, like, gratitude and a thank you to everybody who stopped playing the game during BFA and Shadowlands, because it was that exodus of players that seem, to have lit a fire in the Blizzard's anus. And that's exactly what we want, you know. That's great, man, and I think this guy's completely correct, man. Big Spicy Grey, you know. Yeah, so this comment I don't think is actually serious, but even though, like, the account is literally called I'm a Loser, But at the same time, I think that this is actually the attitude that a lot of players have who haven't been really looking or really listening to the news that's been coming out, trickling out about Dragonflight, you know. Don't buy the expansion and don't play it. Well, it'd be hard to play it if you didn't buy it, but Dragonflight will be awful 100%. The game gets worse and worse since WoD release. Finding a guild to raid with is impossible and most people gonna buy themselves through it anyways. M+ dungeons will be boring after the first 2 months. The BG queues will take 30 minutes even at prime time. Arena will be terrible as well. If you play arenas with people from Tool, you have to boost them and they will insult you on top of it. At high rating, you'll always fight meta comps, as if that's anything new. And if you play arenas on your ults, you will get farmed by boosters at low MMR, since they outgear you so bad. The class design will be terrible as well compared to Mop or Wrath of Lich King. We will have to farm something stupid, like Azerit, Solash, or something similar, to stay competitive. It will be just another shit show, and Blizzard will introduce new shop mounts every 6 months instead of new content. Give him a like. At least his expectations are low. He's less likely to be disappointed, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like this guy, man. And to be honest, a lot of his worries are actually, like, entirely plausible as well, you know? Shiro here, man. We got Shiro here. Let's read this one, man. He's saying, probably not in reference to the title, right? Is it time for, like, a return to WoW, you know? Probably not. 10 years ago, this expansion would have been torn to shreds by the community at large. Today though, people are lining up to pre-order what would be considered mediocre at best. This just shows how much the quality of the game has fallen. I actually kinda hard disagree with this. I think that if this comment and this video and stuff was reviewing the expansion trailer, right? He'd be right. Because as far as expansion trailers go, this one was so tepid. It was so, it like passed by like a breeze. It was quiet. Nobody really, you know what I mean? People weren't scared by it. People weren't hyped by it. People weren't going all crazy for Dragonflight. People just weren't that excited. But I think honestly, based on the features released, I'm not sure I agree, man. Like, I think back to the new features that were introduced in TBC. What was that exactly? Like the new professions, like jewel crafting? Was that like the only real thing? I suppose arenas were also introduced. So like rated PvP was introduced, but we're getting a new form of rated PvP in this as well, in Dragonflight 2. Yeah. And professions are also getting reworked too, but...
What was the basic big thing of each expansion? So for TBC it was dual spec
and the two new races. And of course, like, Alliance got access to Shamans and Horde to Paladins, so you know. But then you think of like Wrath of Lich King. What did it really do that was new? Dungeon Finder? They advertised on the back of the box for Wrath of Lich King that there would be in-flight combat, and that wasn't in the game. Yeah, I bought the box version, man, of Wrath. Whacked in the disc, I'm reading the back of the box, I'm looking at that shit. Fucking aerial combat. Yeah, man. Fucking, man, let me check this, man. Legitimate one. There it is, dude. It was the first one. Look at the shit quality. Look at that. Engage in aerial dogfights with flying mounts and gnome-engineered planes, man. And it's like little planes shooting each other and shit. Like, they wanted aerial combat to be part of Wintergrasp. And it just never happened, man.
That looks like Wintergrasp.
And this shit shipped, man. This actually shipped, you know?
On the box?
Yeah, man, this shit was on the goddamn box. So I feel like, anyway, getting back to this guy's comment real quick. I really don't feel like what he's saying is exactly true. The trailer didn't exactly hype people up like the BC trailer did, or the Wrath trailer did. But if we talk about like expansion features, like professions are getting a huge rework. We're getting a new way to queue rated PvP. I'm not sure what's happening, but maybe less things happening on the systems front is actually a good thing in this fucking expansion. And we're getting like a new class and a new race. So I'm not really sure that 10 years ago, if this expansion was, you know, released or it was in alpha at this stage, that people would be like, oh my god, this is fucking trash, you know? Like, I don't think that's the case, man.
Okay then, here's a question for you all. What's the best feature that WoW's ever implemented?
We can consider, okay, so anything after BC, we want to say, right? Because BC was like what Classic should have been, really. The Mount Journal, oh my god, that's a good shout, Demp. That's a good shout. You used to have to keep an item in your bag for every mount you owned. And if you ran out of bank space, well, tough luck. Oh my god, dude.
That's right, Gear.
That's right, Gear. Ban him. Ban the bastard. Mage Tower, hands down. Ooh, AoE looting. Holy shit. Yeah, I tell you what, man, AoE looting, it deserves some respect, actually.